Okay.
What is up, guys? In today's video, I'm going to be doing a short, quick part 2 of my previous video with regards to stutter lag and FPS drops within Modern Warfare and Warzone. I'll drop a link below for the first part. If that video did work for you, I'm very happy to hear. I had a lot of good positive feedback with regards to that video, so I'm really happy it did help for some of you guys. However, there were some people that it wasn't really working for. So what I thought about doing is I dug a little deeper with some more advanced settings. Don't stress, it's not too advanced, but it just goes a little bit deeper into the settings, as well as I'll be covering some in-game NVIDIA filters for you guys to turn your game from the bland looking Warzone into a vivid, nice color setup. Without further ado, let's jump straight into the settings. All right, so the first couple of settings we're going to do is within outside of actual Warzone and Modern Warfare. Again, these settings are what worked for me and have worked for some other people. So if they don't work for you, just revert back to the original settings. But however, I do feel that the settings will help most or the majority of players out there. Just for general knowledge, I did actually upgrade my GPU from the previous GPU I had. I'm now still running a 3600X Ryzen CPU together with a RTX 2080 Ti. So if you're running a lower end graphics card and a lower end system, you will unfortunately be getting lower frames or more stutters, but I really hope these settings can work for you to make your gameplay just a little bit more smooth. So the first thing we want to do from your desktop is you want to press Windows and E key or just go File Manager. Then what you want to do is you want to go up to your documents. You want to go to Call of Duty, Modern Warfare. You want to go to your players file. This advanced options tab right here. You want to open this. All right. What you want to do here is video memory scale. I want you to turn that down 0.65. Render worker count. Sorry, let me just fix this. 65. Your render worker count needs to be the number of your physical cores available. If you don't know how to see the cores on your computer, you right click on your taskbar, go to Task Manager, come to Performance, click on your CPU. You'll see mine is AMD Ryzen 5 3600X 6-core processor, and I have 6 cores. There, you see it right there. Right. So what we want to do is we want to change this from 4 to 6. You just want to go File, Save. Close all this out. Next thing you want to do is, which doesn't really go hand in hand with the game, but as your computer, you use it on a daily basis, it gathers up a lot of temporary files. It's a good thing maybe just once a week or so to clear these out, just in case your memory gets clogged up with unnecessary things. So what you want to do is push your Windows key plus R together and then put in %shine temp %shine. Press OK. What you want to do here is you want to select all and say delete. Just ignore that, say continue. Then when it kicks it out again, you say do this for all current files and skip. Skip. So it removes some of that background unnecessary information that you need. Don't forget to empty your recycle bin after you've done that as well. Next 2 steps you want to do, which is real quick and easy, is you want to hit your Windows key and type in game mode. Go to game mode. Make sure this is off. Modern Warfare and Warzone do not like any kind of overlay that is over the game. It causes a lot of stutter and a lot of lag within the game. So just make sure this is turned off. On the left hand side there at the top, you just want to search for game bar. This enable game Xbox game bar. Yours might say disable. Mine says enable because I've already disabled it. What you want to do is you want to open this and you want to make sure this is off. Turn the Xbox game bar off. If you do use it, leave it on, but this as well has reduced a lot of lag and stutter within Modern Warfare and Warzone. Another quick one we can do is Windows key. You want to go to your power and sleep settings. On the right hand side, additional power settings. I have an AMD Ryzen, so obviously mine is AMD Ryzen high performance. What you want to do on your setup is choose the high performance mode if you have one available. If you don't have one available, then you can just go Google on how to unlock the high power mode, high performance mode. But if there is a high performance mode there, just select it and then close that out as well. What I want you to do is I want you to open your Blizzard launcher. All right, once open, there's a tiny little thing you can do to help with the full screen optimization just a little bit. Under Warzone, you want to come down to play, you want to click this cogwheel on the right, you want to open that, you want to go to game settings. The additional command line argument, you want to check that box, you want to put dash full screen space dash D3D11. Save that and close it down. What we're going to do now is we're going to jump into Warzone, where I'll show you my NVIDIA color settings as well as my in-game settings, and just run over a few things there to get what we need to get done. If you have the NVIDIA game filter, if not, then just skip forward to the in-game settings. So what I've done is I've gone through some NVIDIA game settings to make the game just look a bit more vibrant, because with the Season 3 update, there was a lot of dark areas on the map that really catches a lot of players off guard, because the game is so dark now with the Season 3 update. So as you can see, this is without the filters, and that is with my filters on. What I'm going to do here is you can just pause the video and then have a look at the different 3 filters I added. I added detail, brightness and contrast, and color. Pause the video and take screenshots of those if you need. That's the color options, and that is the brightness option. Not much has changed from the previous video with regards to in-game settings. The main things to still have done is you want your game in full screen mode. I have played with all the different options. There isn't much of an FPS difference between full screen, borderless, and all those. Here you want to select your screen's refresh rate. If it's a 120, 75, 165, 240 Hertz. Render resolution you want to make 100. If you have a very low-end computer, I would recommend turning this down to about 70% or so. Your game is not going to look very great, but you're going to get a lot of better performance. But if you have a mid to high-end PC, recommend putting this up. Make sure your display resolution is selected to your native computer screen resolution. Aspect ratio you want automatic. Again, guys, these are just my settings. If you want to use them, go ahead, use them. If they work for you, then let me know. If they don't work, then just downscale them a bit. But anything from mid to high tier, these settings should work amazing on your computer. VSync, you want to turn that off. Custom frame rate limit is one of the most important settings within Warzone. The game is not greatly optimized, so putting a cap on the frame rate limit tells the game to downscale and put your game within a certain bracket. This is one of the biggest changes to the stutter and fixes that I have come across. What you want to do is you want to set your frame rate limit to custom. On the drop down, under gameplay custom frame rate limit, you want to set that to your monitor's refresh rate, whether it's 100, 75, 144, 165. I have a 165 monitor, so I'm going to set mine to 165. The other two you can also set to your refresh rate. I've just kept them on 60 because that works best for me. NVIDIA highlights I have turned off. NVIDIA reflex low latency I have enabled plus boost. This just reduces the input latency within the game if you have an RTX card or an NVIDIA card. Gamma I've got on normal. Again, these you can just pause the video and just copy my settings down. Streaming quality I have normal. Texture resolution normal. Filtering anisotropic I have normal. Particle quality I have high. Bullet impact and sprays I've enabled. Tessellation disabled. On-demand texture streaming disabled. Going down to shadow and lighting. These are my shadow and lighting settings. Again, you can copy them down if you want. These are my post-processing effects. Copy these down as well if you want. Okay, with DLSS, I've played around with the DLSS settings a little bit. I play on 1440p, so quality was the best option for me. However, I haven't noticed a real big difference when it comes to frames or anything like that, but I've just disabled mine and I've turned on my anti-aliasing to SMAA T2X, which works great for me. If you have an RTX card and you want to put it on quality, go ahead. These are just, like I said, the settings that I use. And dynamic resolution, I've just put on 165. I have it disabled, but I just put it in there. All right, so what I'll do quickly is I'm going to jump into a quick game of Plunder and just show you how the graphics looks and how the settings runs on my computer after all the changes that we've done. But yeah, these are the settings that I use. I'm currently sitting on about 100 frames. When not streaming or recording, I usually sit on 130 to about 160 in Warzone. But yeah, guys, that's today's video. If these settings did help you, please leave a thumbs up as always down below. Leave a comment on if they did work for you or not. If you have extra settings that people could try, drop them below. Let's see if we can help each other out. As well as I'll leave the link to my Twitch channel below where I stream during the week. Also a link to my Discord where you can jump in and come ask some technical questions or if you need help with anything else. But other than that, guys, have a great day and I'll see you in the next one. Cheers.